Hi, this is the Adirondack guy, and I'm here to talk about a petition that's out there to help divide New York State into 3 different regions. Now, I know it's not the same as having New York State to be divided into 3 different states, but it is a step in the right direction. But before we get into the petition, I want to talk about where you can sign the petition and the background. First of all, the petition can be signed or found on this website, splitthestate.com. And I'll put a link to this website below this video on YouTube. On this website, it's created by New York State Assembly member of the 147th District, David D. Pietro. I hope I said that right. I'm not very good with Spanish or Latin background names. David was reelected to serve the constituents of the 147th Assembly District in 2018. His district includes the southern portion of Erie County and all of Wyoming County. And this is what the website's all about, Split the State. It's about, obviously, to split the state into 3 different autonomous regions. The mission is to finally unshackle the regions of New York that are subjected to decisions and rule from New York City with a different value structure and way of life. The proper reflection of ideas is to allow local rule to return to the state, which has been ideologically and politically dominated by the city or New York City for decades. We want, according to this website, which I agree with because I'm part of the idea way for years, is to divide New York State into 3 autonomous regions. Split New York State into 3 unique regions. New Amsterdam, that's me. Montauk, I'm assuming that is Long Island. And New York, which will be New York City. Allowing each area to be operated more in line with the needs of its population. The governmental autonomy is that each region would elect its own governor, legislature, and judicial wing, and to be responsible for its own management. It's almost as if each one is its own state, but not quite. Deciding our own fate is that we should not be burdened with laws and regulations that have no thought to our economic situation or how we live our lives. And a New York State for all. So far they want us to be under the same state, New York State, is the main street in East Aurora is a totally different world than the center of Manhattan, and our people have the right to make their own decisions. As I said, this has been tried to be pushed before through the to form a Continental Congress in the last election. Of course, it was voted down, as you've seen in my past videos. But I truly think this is a step into becoming our own state. And you're like, well, why don't we just do it? Well, this is why I think this is a better idea, is so that we can grow. I mean, in other words, we as New Amsterdam, first we need to become an autonomous region for us to develop and design our own government, for us to mature, so that we can finally, and maybe in the future, and I hope in the future, we can divide ourselves into our own state when we are ready to do so. And you have to understand that, the 13 colonies didn't say, Great Britain, we no longer want to be with you. It took them a while as individual colonies to form their own government. And eventually they got too big for their britches. And so they finally then said, Mother, which they called England, Britain, Mother, we are old enough to be on our own. And Mother's like, no, you stay with me. And, they thought of us, British Empire thought of us as rebellious children. Well, we are now in the same situation, but it's in New York State. And so even though we have the conscience of knowing that we are ready to be independent, we are still young adult teenagers. And we are not yet ready to be absolutely separated from the rest of the state. We need to grow and figure out where we stand and who we are and form our own government. So I think this is a right step. I really encourage you to sign the petition and to share this video and the link below to your friends and neighbors about this wonderful idea. Okay, that's all I have to say. But thanks for listening, and you have a good day.